The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone. Hope you're able to hear my voice. Could you please confirm our question panel? Are you able to see the screen as well? Are you able to hear me? Mr. Ahmad, Mr. Arjun, Mr. Karan, are you able to hear me? Great, great. Thank you. Thanks for your confirmation. Fine. We'll start the session now. Good afternoon once again. Myself, Raghu from Tally Solutions. We welcome you to the webinar session on MIS reports and analysis in Tally. Before going to product, I'd like to take you through these small slides, which will give you a brief idea about what things we are going to cover in today's sessions. We'll call it as a magic of Tally reporting. To start with, daybook, sales register, how to view profit as well, and the purchase register. Outstanding could be bills receivable, bills payable, aging, group wise summary, and output, export, and statement of specific ledger, financial reports, trial balance, profit and loss account, balance sheet, and also comparison reports, including ratio analysis and banking specific reports we are going to discuss. To end with, we are going to demonstrate the cash flow projection, which is very much required for the company's liquidity point of view, and few inventory reports we are going to cover in today's session. I request, if you have any queries during the session, please ask your queries over the question panel. I'll address each and every. Hope you already attended few of sessions which we are conducted this morning, as well as last 2 days we are conducting few sessions which start with creation of masters, installing Tally, transactions. This is how the flow. The third session is today's third session is on MIS reports. And another session is there which is scheduled at 5:30 with regard to specific to UAE VAT. Now we'll go back to product. This is one of the demo data we have taken. This is last year data. It has 1 year of data. So Tally simple things you need to understand is Tally has got only 3 stages. It's nothing but either you can say 3 parts. I can say 3 parts. One is master, second one is transaction, and the third one is reports. Masters. Can you see this? This is the section. These are all the 2 sections where you are going to create chart of accounts with regard to accounting. When you go here, either you can create ledger, or you can create multiple ledger from single screen. For example, I want to create customers ledgers. So under sundry data, whichever masters you create, all those will group it under sundry data. Similarly, for other groups as well. These are all related to accounting, and similarly, even you can create for stock items, stock groups, stock category, correct, and unit of measurements, locations. You have a branch as well as a godowns. Those you can create from this screen. As I said, second part is transaction. Once you create masters, you can pass financial transactions, sales, purchase, receipt, payment, contra, journal. With regard to inventory, stock journal, receipt note, delivery note, orders, all our inventory related stuffs can be created from this menu. When you go here, there are a few options where you can select the specific voucher and you can pass. When you go to accounting, also same. By default, it lands on payment by clicking on either F6 using a function key in keyboard, or you can directly click on using the mouse. So this is how you can use the function key to pass specific voucher. As I said earlier, Tally got three parts. One is master and transaction, and the third one is reports. Apart from these two menu, remaining everything is report. There is no section where you will pass another transaction. Only in these two sections, create master and transaction. Remaining rest, all the screen in Tally is a report. To give a to give a small example, it's like a constructing a building. First is the basement. Basement is nothing but creation of accounting or inventory masters. Constructing a building, it's nothing but passing a financial transactions. Remaining everything is reports, nothing but view. You can view the building in different angle, correct, for the analysis purpose. So hence, after passing transactions, nothing but passing a transaction is like a input to the application, correct. So and output is called report. Today we are going to discuss more about MIS reports. So those reports, to start with, daybook. The daybook is available in the display menu. If you observe, when I am using up arrow or down arrow, a red text is highlighted. It's nothing but either you use a specific highlighted key to go to specific menu, or you can use down arrow or up arrow. This is the beauty of Tally. Wherever you are, if you click on D, it will go to display. So to start with, the first report is a daybook. It's nothing but a specific day, what transaction you have passed on a specific day. If you see here, the current date is 31st December 2019 and the financial period is 1st Jan 2019 to 31st December 2019. When you go to daybook, daybook shows all transactions which was paused on 31st December. If you click a button F2 and if you change the date to any other date, for example 1st December, and you can see on a 1st December only two transactions has been passed. The simplicity of Tally is when you click a button to change date, the date can be configured however you want to. For example, I'll say 1st November. 1st November, there is no transaction. Again, I'll press F2 and I'll say 30th December. Again, you can see 30/12. If you are already in December, you need not to type month again. For example, to 2nd December. System understands that you are in a specific month, need not to specify the month again. And not only that, any key, however you want to, you can type. For example, 2 star. Second February. There is no transaction. However, you can see 2nd February. This is how simplicity were given to the users to change the date however they want to. Now back to 31st December. These are all the transactions we have paused. In Tally, the simple concept is if you want to view the report in different way, then you need to click F12 button. When you click a F12 button, something but additional things can be enabled from here. When you click a F12 button, and then you have, do you want detail mode, do you want narration to be, and do you want bill wise detail, cost center detail, inventory detail. So whatever detail you want to view, you can view, and how you want. Do you want only the name or with alias, part number, how you created the master? You might have created a stock item with part number. Do you want to view with the part number? You can view. Do you want to view only the part number? You can view. And the next one is name appears. How you want the report to be shown. Only name or name with alias. Okay, this is for stock item, this is for the ledger. And the last one is nothing but sorting. How you want it to be sort. Do you want alpha or decreasing or increasing value, or default one is nothing but based on the transaction you passed, it will appear. So let me select amount decreasing. You can see here it is decreasing. And detailed one, what transaction, when you pass, what is debit, what is credit, everything it shows. If you press on condensed Alt F1, then it shows in condensed mode. When you hit a enter, then specific voucher will be opened. This is called drill down. So, and another information in daybook is, if you assume that you have got 200 transactions in a specific day, if you would like to search for a specific transaction, then you can click Alt F12 and you can say voucher having ledger amount equal to 30. You can see, you know the specific amount you passed and you want to search the specific amount, correct? So this is the voucher you passed with the value 30. Similarly, whichever the combination you want, do you want to search based on voucher number? Alt F12, voucher having voucher number equal to, I'll say 362. It has come. So this is how you can filter the report from the junk of data. The next one is here, when you click on voucher, all kind of vouchers are there: payment, receipt, journal, sales, purchase. When you click on F4, you want to view only specific type of voucher, journal. It lists only journal. If you press escape, it will back to screen and it will show all. So in Tally, most of the time users use only few keys: escape, enter, up arrow, down arrow. Simple. If you want to come out, escape. If you want to go inside, drill down, enter. And if you want to select specific transaction, down arrow or up arrow. During any point of time, if you have any questions, please stop me. Okay, thank you. Otherwise, I will move to the next report we'll detailedly discuss. The next one we are going to discuss is sales and purchase register. When you go to display accounts book, here sales and purchase register are there. When you select a sales register, it shows monthly screen. Can you see this? It is showing in monthly. When you hit a enter, then it shows in specific month how many transaction you passed. Here there are few right side. Can you see the navigations right side? When you click on extract, it's nothing but it give you consolidation of ledger value of these transactions. When you click on F6, it shows total group of customers, or you created a group of GCC customer in which there are few customers. Apart from GCC, there are other, and there are sales out of scope ledger you used it. Correct. So when you back to this again, if you press enter, and you can see one more called columnar. You want to view all the ledgers used in this sales invoices in a columnar report. When you click on columnar, it will ask you which option you want to view. Do you want voucher number, reference number, buyer, consignee, tax registration detail, order detail, everything? When you accept it, it shows in this way. This is for detail analysis purpose. You can view. You can see here the quantity is nothing but for the first transaction where the invoice number is 11. For that, the quantity used or quantity was 35.550, and in the next invoice it is 16.950. So this is how any point of time in Tally, if you want to export this or print this, only two key you need to remember. One is here is the one, Alt E for export, Alt P for print. When you click on Alt E, then there is a default format is selected. However, you can change to any. Tally has provided 6 formats: ASCII, Excel, HTML, JPEG, PDF, and XML. XML is the only format you can use it if you want to import to another Tally application. Is that clear? Maybe you are having two Tally application. One is in a branch, another is in head office. If you are taking data backup and restoring also a way. Another one is if it is a new branch, you just need to export the masters and you can import it in another new branch, and you can start doing the transaction from day one. Correct? You need not to create new masters in the new branch. For that purpose, data interchange facility we have provided. Apart from that, you can select whichever the format you want to, and you can select and you can open. You can see here the reports will be shown in PDF. Similarly, if you want to take a print, Alt P, you can view the report before print. This is how it prints, and then you can go for print. Apart from that, whichever screen you are, you can do it. From this screen, if you say Alt P, this you are printing. And if you want to send a mail, for example, your auditor is asking, send me the sales register. Then you need not to take a print, either courier or send as an attachment, and just press Alt M for email, and specify which email server you are going to use, and what is your email ID, and what is the to email ID right side, and enter, and immediately the mail will be sent to the recipient email ID. Okay, as a direct attachment you want, as direct view, or as a attachment, whichever you want, you can select it. So after sales register, you see here in sales is one thing I did not demonstrate, which is about when you are in a sales register, if you want to know, show me the profit. If you click on F7, then it shows what is the profit you made from specific invoice. For the demo purpose, we have also taken hypothetical scenario where you might have bought the goods in a lesser price and sold it in a higher price, which shows profit obviously, but you have sold it in the below landing cost. In that scenario, it shows in negative. This is the alert for the business owner. You need to ensure that every day when you pass a sales transaction or when you are depending on users, you check this report whether the transaction passed is right or wrong. Okay. And next, after sales register, the below is the purchase register. This is also similar to sales register view. If you hit a enter, it will show you how many vouchers you passed on which date. Again, if you press enter, then it will take you to the specific transaction. What is the supplier invoice number, date, who is the supplier, what stock you bought, what is the quantity, and what rate. Correct. So even you can pass it in base currency, nothing but in UAE dirham. So even you can buy from outside UAE. You can see this is the transaction bought from outside UAE, where it is in the price is in dollar. Automatically it will convert it to dirham. Can you see this 101815, something but at the rate of 3.68 this value has come. Okay, sure, Mr. Rohit, I'll go a bit slow. So this is how the purchase registers look. Similarly, if you click on extract, then it shows all the ledgers participated in these purchase invoices consolidatedly. Here you can see in the purchase register, there is a customer ledger also. Possible that you might have bought goods from the customer whom you created as a sundry debtor. Usually, supplier is the one who supply goods to you. These are all the two suppliers. However, sometimes you might have bought goods from your customer. Hence, it is showing under sundry debtor. So after the purchase register, next in accounting reports, we'll move to statement of account. I'm just highlighting important reports of Tally. Otherwise, Tally has got nearly 200 reports. So I'm just highlighting important of accounting and inventory reports. Next is the statement of accounts. When you go here, the first one is outstanding. Either it is receivable or payable. Do you want to view for a specific master? Here is the one. Do you want to view for a specific group? Here is the one. What is this group? You might have classified your customers in a specific group. For example, UAE customer, or you can say Emirates wise, Dubai customer, Sharjah customer, Abu Dhabi customer. You can group so that it will give you a clear view. Specific Emirates, what is the performance? Which Emirates is giving you good business? What is the outstanding from specific Emirates? So you need to create accounting groups to classify your customers. So where it is master creation. When you go to accounting info, when you go to ledger, I'm going to alteration of ledger. Here you can see this is one party ledger. Here is the group. You can create a number of groups. When you are creating Abu Dhabi under sundry data, then you can select Abu Dhabi here. The higher hierarchy is sundry data. However, Abu Dhabi is one of the accounting group you created. Classification, reclassification, whenever you want, you can do it. For example, you are in middle of the financial year. Now you want to do classification. Yes, possible in Tally. It doesn't mean that during creation of master itself you should do. No, when you are in middle of the financial year also, if you are classifying your groups, you can do it immediately. Those will be reflected in the reports. I was in statement of accounts, outstanding, receivable. When you click on receivable, you observe all the pending bills are listed here. The beauty of Tally is you are requesting a report, it comes instantly. Any report you take in Tally, balance sheet, trial balance, outstanding, any report, if you just press enter, in a blinking eye speed, it shows. If you say payable, it comes in a blinking speed. So why? Because Tally stores all the memories in cache. Hence, it comes immediately. Later, if you want to view it in a different way, then you press F12 and you can do the configuration. Else, the basic information will be shown instantly. Okay? This is the simplicity of Tally. Now we are in outstanding. This says how many overdue these bills are. This is just an example. Maybe not practically it is possible. So we are taken an example. So when you click on aging, here is the another view. You want to know how old these outstanding are. When you click on aging, it asks you, do you want to show based on the bill you raised or based on the due? It's nothing but you might have given 30 days, 40 days credit. Do you want to view in which way? Let me select on bill raised, and then you can configure show me the 40 to 40 days, 0 to 40, 40 to 60, and 60 to 80, 100. So however you want, you can change this period. Accept. You can see here there are few bills are fall under specific period. Correct. So when you are talking to your clients, you can open this report and you can talk to them. Apart from this, a specific party having how many bills? Here it is showing all, irrespective of party, it's showing all the bills. When you click on the next option, Alt F7, party wise, then it will give you another view saying that specific party. For example, this Bob Kyber House Furniture Factory. This person bills are due. The one is 40 to 60, and you can see he has given you post dated amount. Something but you might have received a check from them. And this party, you can see there are 3 bills. Others are about 200. So this is how report will give you a clear information about the outstanding. Similar, same concept, no change with regard to payable as well. When you click on F6, the same period comes. If you want, you can change it. Else you can view like this. Nothing but you need to clear the bills of your supplier which is more than 40 days and below 60 days. When you click enter and if you select purchase, if you press enter, you can see here this is the transaction. Part payment. You can see you might have made a part payment here, and actually the outstanding is there. So however you made some part payment, hence the balance is 189. So after outstanding, now I'll show you, you need to send a reminder or you want to send a statement of accounts to your customer to follow up the payment. There are 2 ways. One is you will go to statement of accounts, outstanding, ledger. You will select a specific ledger and you select specific party. The first party I have selected. This is the bill is pending. Go for Alt P. Here, do you want reminder letter to be print? I'll say yes. Do you want bank details to be shown? I'll say yes. I'll select my bank. If you generate this, it's an advance bill. Let me select any other customer. This has a few bills. Let me select reminder letter. Bank details I want to show. You can see here. This shows this is the outstanding from so and so, pending amount, final amount. This is how it shows, and below it shows your bank details. Okay, either this you can print, or you can export, or you can mail. This is the mail. Either you can export in any format you want to. This is in PDF, and Tally also has provision to print when you printed, what date. Also you can print. After outstanding report, another report is there which will give you the brief information about all the transactions. Though, okay, Mr. Rohit, you asked me to repeat. You want me to repeat the reminder letter? Sure, I'll do it. The reminder letter is there from display, statement of accounts, outstanding, ledger. Here you select party ledger. It shows the outstanding. Then press Alt P. It is asking, do you want to print? Say no and make reminder letter to yes. And if you want to print bank detail also, make it yes. Select a specific bank to which they need to transfer the money. Okay, and additional information I would like to share it with you is Tally has got website called Tally Help, correct? Whichever report you want to know about it, just type those. For example, reminder letter. You can see configure our printing reminder letter. Not only this, whichever screen you are. For example, I'm in a receivable screen. I will click on help. The Tally will open the specific or relevant reports specific to that screen. You can see here display bills receivable. This is called context sensitive help. This is the different data altogether. However, it will open based on your screen, whichever screen you are. For example, you are in daybook. If you click on help, then a daybook will open, relevant reports will open specific to daybook screen. This is the beauty of Tally. And later you want to search specific one, you can do. For example, stock summary. You can see display stock in godown wise. This is how it comes. Hope this is helpful for you guys. And the next I will move to statement of accounts. Nothing but I want to send the reminder letter is nothing but only the pending bills it shows. Correct? Now you want to send complete statement of accounts. For example, one financial year you might have done few transaction with customer or supplier. To match the record with their books or to cross verify with their books, then you are going to send the statement of accounts. Select ledger, select party, and you can specify the period as well. So many transactions you have made. When you click on Alt P, and here normal ledger not, I want confirmation of accounts, then you can print this. Then it shows these are all the sales transaction on so and so date has been made, and total is this much. Nothing but in my books of accounts, these are all the entries I have passed. Correct? Similarly, for any ledger you can take it. You can see here debit credit transactions are there. I'm going for confirmation of accounts. Correct? So debit and credit and actual closing balances, so on. Same, either you can print, send mail or export. So after statement of accounts, let me move to actual final reports, which is start with the balance sheet. You can see here in the gateway of Tally itself, you have a balance sheet, P&L and stock summaries. These are all the very much important reports owner need to keep eye on it. So to start with balance sheet, when you go to balance sheet, this shows the financial or liquidity position of the company for a given date. For example, you are on 31st December, it shows from the day 1 to till here. But for whole financial year it is showing. It will open in an instant. Later, if you want, you can press F12 and you can do necessary changes. If you want to view it in detail, press on Alt F1, it shows in detail. What is the capital account you created? And what and all sundry debtor, creditor, under liability, everything it shows under current asset. These are all the groups. Closing stock. When you hit enter, it will take you to the stock summary screen. Stock, closing stock is nothing but your current asset. Similarly, cash in hand, cash at bank. When you press enter, then it shows how many banks account you have. And if you press enter, it shows these many transactions happened. Debit, credit, either received or paid. The balance is so and so. Correct? So I can drill down till the transaction. This is the transaction. Till here you can drill down from any report in Tally. Not only that, when you are in a balance sheet, you can view this report in different way. For example, you want to view the performance of your company quarterly basis. You can see here weekly, daily, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly, you can view. When you press quarterly, then it shows every 3 months. You can see here, this is JFM, AMJ, JAS and OND, right? So this is how quarterly it is showing. Same you can export or you can print. Not only that, if you are in a specific report, if you want to view for a specific period, nothing but as of December, this is fine. I want to view for specific period. Then press on Alt C. You can specify the period here. I want to view for 1st January to 31st May. Then you can see this right side one is 31st May, as of 31st May, and left side is as of 31st December. This is how the comparison. You're comparing with different period. Okay, and not only that, when you are in a balance sheet, another one is when you click on Alt C, type of value to show. It has got one more called actual with post dated. Something but you might have received few PDC check from your customers and you also might have issued PDC check to your suppliers. Considering that, show me the balance sheet considering future payable and receivable. Then you can see here the final balance is 3743. Here it is 3825. Correct? So this, one second. You can see here actual and actual with post dated. 1000. Next is profit and loss account. So when you go to profit and loss account, this shows the complete trading information: opening stock, purchase, sales, and other income, direct expenses and indirect expenses. So when you click on Alt F1, then it shows in detail. Here also same, when you press enter on any specific, it will take you to the specific voucher. For example, 24,947. If you press enter, it shows how the 24,947 has come based on this debit credit transaction. When you press enter on May month, it shows there are two transactions. Again, if you press enter, then it shows voucher. Same here also same. If you want to view the comparison, Alt N, and you can view fortnightly or half yearly performance. Half yearly performance you can view. So the next one with regard to financial report is trial balance. That is there inside display. Display trial balance. The first one is trial balance. This is also in condensed mode. If you press Alt F1, it shows in detail. Same, either you can export or you can print. Any questions still here? Please ask me before I move to inventory reports. Shall I continue? Okay. Sure. Thank you. After trial balance, the one important report I missed it, which is regarding accounting itself, that is cash flow report. When you go to display, here we have given cash or fund flow report. When you go to this report, there are three: cash flow, fund flow, and cash flow projection. If you understand cash flow projection and cash flow and fund flow is easy. I'll go to cash flow projection. This shows as on today. As on today is 31st December, correct? Based on date of last entry. The date of last entry is 31st December. I'm going to cash flow projection as on 31st December. You can change this date for the period. You can say 31st December to show me the report till 30th June 2020. Then you can see it shows for the future nothing but what is my financial position till June end 2020. If you click on detailed, then it shows like this. How to read this report, I'll tell you. The bank balance as on today is 209. If you press enter, then it shows those two bank account which is going to participate here, and current asset which include closing stock and your sundry debtor all put together. And sundry debtor, here is the one. Total supposed to be received is this as of 31st December, and considering this, the total is 310,550 and total payable is 230. In this scenario, total payable is 80,347. Once this is paid, your January balance will become 230. Nothing but 310 minus 80, it is 230. Correct? So you can see the same value is carry forward to next few months, and here some receivables are there. Nothing but I might have received few checks. You can see this customer has given you post dated check and which is going to clear in the month of March. Similarly, Another customer has given you post-dated check of 25,677, which is going to clear in the month of April. Similarly, May. And these are all the two transactions you have passed and you issued PDC to your suppliers. So hence, this shows if this is the financial condition in the month of March, considering the PDC check is going to regularize, then your balance will become 988. And again in the month of April, these two check considering, it will become 1014, and after the payable it will become 985. So this is how the cash flow projection. Not only this, if you press F12 you can add few more. Let me add cash account. We are just shown bank. Let me add cash also, cash in hand, as well as overdue. Overdue is nothing but there are bills which are overdue, correct? Scenario I'll tell you. Let me explain about overdue. Now you can see this part is only receivable and overdue is here, correct? So considering overdue, because these are all the bills, customer has not issued any PDC, only it is there in your books of accounts. So finally it shows what is the liquidity position for next 6 months. Okay, now I will back to other reports under banking. So in the under banking also there is a check printing where you can print the check. These are all the configuration. We need to do it from the ledger where you can print the check. You need not to write a check, you can print the check. And similarly, even you can do bank reconciliation. So you can select your bank and you can specify the bank date to complete the reconciliation, or you can import bank statement as well to do the auto reconciliation. So important one I'll tell you with regard to payment advice. So if you have got any ledger, for example this is the one, when you are making a payment you are issuing this letter to your supplier, nothing but what against which bill, how I am making payment, against which check number. So this is the note you are giving, against this bill I am making this payment. So this is called payment advice. So the last one is post dated summary. When you click on this, you can observe these are all the three which was participating in March, April and May of 2020. These are all the post dated transaction, we paused it, and these are all showing still pending. Why? Because it is yet to come. The date is yet to come, hence it is showing pending. Once the date comes, the voucher will become regular. After this, I'll move to inventory. There are few important reports available in inventory. To start with stock summary. When you go to stock summary, it shows available stock, closing stock with value. When you click a button F7, it shows the gross profit earned. Correct? There are many other things there. If you press F12, enable inward, outward is nothing but the purchase. The first part is purchase, the second box is sales, and the last one is closing. This also you can view it in different period. When you click on Alt N, you want to view quarterly, you can view. Correct? So, and if you do not want to view a zero transaction, nothing but you are having closing, correct? Only whichever having stock which is showing. You want to view including zero, nothing but debit, purchase and sales already done, the closing stock is zero. Then enable this show all item including zero balance, then it shows like these are all the transaction you might have done. You can see here in the month of January you are done sales and purchase, currently no stock, correct? The another important report under inventory is specific stock complete history. You can see a specific stock, what is the opening balance, what is the inward, where is the outward, and finally what is the closing. And moment analysis, if you select any specific product, then it shows from whom and all you purchase a specific product. This is the trim form, from whom you purchased and who and all you have sold it. Who is your customers you have sold it. This is how it shows a specific stock complete history of purchase and sales. And another report under statement of inventory is stock query. When you go to stock query, when you select a specific product, then it shows the last purchase and last sales detail. So I will take example of this product. You can see here, this is the product which has a last 5 and last sales and purchase transaction. However, below it shows same category, the same category has different stock, correct? So that is showing here. You might have created this stock under same category, correct? So you are currently viewing this. However, there are other items which is belongs to same category. And here is the one in which location, how many stocks you have. And the another one is top buyer, top seller. So who is the top buyer and the top seller, it shows. So when you go to here, you can see here top buyer, top seller, and this you can configure how many you want to show. Currently I shown 10. If you want to show 5, it shows only 5. So this is how the configuration you can do. Only thing you need to remember is F12 in any field. Just press F12 to configure your report in a different view. And aging. The last one with regard to inventory is aging analysis, similar to outstanding report. When you select a inventory, then this shows how many stocks are lying with me from so many days. This period also you can change, aging period. This you can configure however you want to. Here is the clear picture to the business owner. You invested this inventory and which is lying with you from last 180 days and above. So you need to take a call. Do you need to keep this or you need to sell it? So this is how a business owner has to study the inventory, correct? Based on the aging analysis. So end of the sessions. After ratio analysis, I'll conclude it. Then we'll come for Q&A session. Ratio analysis is nothing but ratio or a set of figures compared with another set. The comparison gives an understanding of financial position of the business. For example, working capital. What is my current asset and what is my liability? It's nothing but how much I supposed to receive, how much I supposed to pay to someone. So finally, whether it is debit or credit. If it is debit, it's a good. If it is credit, the company is in a problem situation. And you can see here current ratio, current asset divided by current liability. In this demo data, this is good actually. 1:2, almost it is 1:2. 1 is 2 is asset, 1 is liability. Then it's a good scenario. And what is my gross profit? 15.62%. Net profit after your indirect expenses, it is 12. And this is very good report. Receiver turnover in days, receivable in turnover days, nothing but average of 99 days. If you hit enter, it shows how many customers are making you payment on time, correct? You can see here there is a customer who is on an average he's taking 114 days to make your outstanding clear, correct? So maybe a small trader who is clearing your bills within 6 days. You see, a sale happened on 2nd July, payment received on 8th July. And another sales transaction, you raised invoice on 30th June, you received payment on 15th July. Correct? These are all the people who are making you the payment immediately. Then the big shots who are taking too much time to clear your bills. So this is how you can study your debtors. So by now I have completed all the reports, important reports of Tally. Now it's a Q&A session. So if you have got any questions, please ask me. I can demonstrate the same. Hope the session is helpful. Please raise your questions. Also, please share your opinion about the session as well as what is your expectation. For example, would you like to know something more than our agenda, or would you like to see some features? For example, payroll. If you would like to know about something, if you share it, what happens, we will consider that as an feedback, and will ensure that those topics will be demonstrated in future. If you would like to talk to me also, I can make you unmute. Please raise your hands. I can make you unmute so that you can ask your query, or else you can mention the questions in question panel. Thank you, Mr. Rohit. And Mr. Nick, you have shared your email ID. Definitely we'll get in touch with you. Any questions people can ask about Tally, not only about Tally, about company, product, anything. Thank you, Mr. Sharma. We will get in touch with you, as well as we are planning to share recorded sessions of whatever we conducted today. Definitely, we will post it to your email. And also at 5:30, after 30 minutes, my colleague is going to conduct another session on UAE VAT. Please participate in that as well. Thank you, Mr. Rohit. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Mr. Ahmad, if you have any queries, please ask me. Mr. Madhu, if you have any query. Mr. Muhammad, please ask me if you have any queries. Mr. Venkat as well. If you have any query, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ahmad. Thanks for your feedback. Mr. Madhu, sure. Please drop your email ID and your telephone number. We will send you the recorded one. And also we will inform you whenever we schedule next webinar sessions. Sure. Sure, Mr. Ahmad. Yeah, Mr. Madhu, you can ask about the salary as well. So you are having query on payroll, I believe. So please ask me if possible. Definitely will help you as it is related to payroll. Sure, sure. I will share my email ID. This is my email ID. So if you have any queries, any help you require, please mail me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your participation. Thanks for your time. Uh, Sir, you asked, you wanted to know about Tally, you want to learn Tally. See, to learn Tally, I'll help you. When you go to our Tally help, here is the section for Tally developer. Can you see this developer reference? When you click on this, you are having complete help related to TDL. Not only that, even you can download videos also from our website. You can see here, watch the video. When you click on this, okay, sorry, not from here, from our website, so you can go to our section product. Here is the one. Please go to this section and you will get relevant article on the same so that you can download. And also, you can see here, there is a video section also available. Okay, for additional, what we will do, we will share you the recorded webinars on TDL. Please drop your email ID. We'll revert you.